I am going to be making some Fly by Jin's chili crisp noodles. All right, so that's what I'm going to be, and this is the hot version. This is a 4 pepper banger right here. So we got 4 pepper banger going in. This is what I'm going to be making today. So stay tuned on this right here. So according to the instruction packet, I want to boil 6 cups of water, cook noodles for 6 minutes, then I'm going to drain it. Then I'm going to add the sauce and the seasoning packet, mix it, and enjoy. So that's what we're going to be doing. So right now I'm going to turn on my water. Gonna hit that water. Gonna get that boiling. Until then, I guess we'll just hang out, chit chat, and see what's up. All right, let's check out the contents of the packet here. All right. We have ourselves our classic Fly by Jin noodles, extra wide with the crimpage going on. And that's what I liked about these, the last 2 that I have reviewed and tried. I like the fact that they're a wider, thicker noodle, which is kind of nice. We got our seasoning packet here. A couple extra bits. We have our sauce. And what appears to probably be our fire sauce right here. So that's going to be, and then of course we got the little packaging there. We won't be using that. Yeah. Love that my thing says, welcome to the chat. Somebody says this. Hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna be making myself up some Fly by Jin today. I'm gonna be got the water going. I've never had the 4 pepper one before, so this is gonna be spicy and nicey. I have reviewed on my channel other ramen noodles on my homepage, on my YouTube homepage. If you want to check it out, I have over 90 plus ramen noodle and noodle reviews on my YouTube homepage, Noodle Time. So do check that out after the live stream is over. Like I said, the Fly by Jin, this is the first time I've ever had this noodle. And it's a wider, thicker noodle with crimpage, which I like it because it adds a different texture to it. Yeah, don't do well with the spice. You know, I'm going to see how I do. I don't mind it. I don't mind the spice. Although I did have the Samyang Baldock like 2 times or 3 times or 5 times spicy. I reviewed that years back. And that, it was hot as hell. But it wasn't even tasty. Like, I don't understand why people like it to that extreme, because it's not even that flavorful. It was just all hot and no flavor. I like to have some sweet and savory mixed in, and you know, so I'm hoping that even though this has got a 4 pepper rating, I'm hoping for that sweet and savoriness versus just all heat and then I just cry. But we got our packets. I'm just kind of waiting for the water. You know, it says to boil it on there, so I'm waiting for that to come to a boil. But here's one of our packets, and I can feel it's really chunky right here. Got a lot of chunk going on there, so might have to really mix that up pretty well. Does anybody have any particular ramens that they particularly enjoy themselves? Write it in the comment. I've probably reviewed it. I've reviewed so many, 90 plus noodle reviews over my years as a small content creator. But throw it in, because sometimes I find myself like, hey, I've never tried that before. This is probably the soy sauce right here. This kind of looks like the soy sauce pack. This looks like the fire sauce. And of course, we got our dehydrated bits right here. No what? No, you like these? You like this one? You like this flyby Jin? Or what do you like? Which one do you prefer? I'm just waiting for the water to get going. So I like these. I just came across these because I love the wider noodle. Yes, you like these. They are a little more pricey though. You know, they're more pricey. I think I paid $4 and something for this. Four something. I bought all three on the shelf. There was only 3 on the shelf, so I bought all 3 of them. I bought the soy. I bought this one, and then I bought the other one. The other 2 reviews, I don't think they're out yet, or maybe they're out. I don't remember. I put everything out on a timer. Full review on that, but I figured, you know what? I'm gonna do a live stream on this one, and then I can cut and paste it all up afterwards. So you like this one? That's good. Would you have any particular ones that you guys like? There's so many different brands, and whenever I do come across a random one, I tend to try it out. For me, $4 is $10 for me. Okay, all right. Yeah, I mean, I normally go with the cheap ones, but as a a review channel, I kind of sometimes gotta splurge a little bit, even though I'm a small content creator. So do support the channel by subscribing at least, and do check out my YouTube homepage, Noodle Time, the playlist, because I got 90 plus ramen noodle reviews, and that doesn't cost nothing to subscribe at least, right? But yeah, I kind of hem and haw when you start getting into that over like $2 range for ramen, right? So thank you. I do appreciate the sub. Thank you so much. Messi. Oh, boy, unfortunate, huh? Didn't go out with a win. Messi did not go out with the win. That's unfortunate there for them. But all right, looks like my water starting to come to a boil. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add these in. One more shot of this for everybody who's tuning in here. All 2 of you, all 2 of you. Woo! Calling out, 2 of you showing up. So there's you go. I'm gonna put that in there. All right, now I just gotta let that cook for about 6 minutes. So about 155, and we'll be putting this all together. Oop. All right, I guess I got it too much of a boil. I gotta bring that down a little bit. Gotta bring it down. Where are these ramens? So I'm working on it. So I'm having the flyby Jin right now. This is what I'm cooking up. I got it right here, cooking. But my pot is boiling up here. Anyway, I got to cook that for about 6 minutes, according to the package. And then I'm going to add in the greens, the soy sauce, and of course the 4 times spicy packet, which seems to be a little lumpy in spots. So I'm trying to work around the juice that is inside of this thing. Hello, how are you? What's my favorite NFL team? I got 2. My favorite New England Patriots, right? The Pats. And then my second one is the Tampa Bay Bucks. And only because Tom Brady then floated down there and then I started following them. Plus, I like Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, I love Baker. I think he's a great quarterback, underrated. But I don't think Tampa's really going to build around him enough to get him a Super Bowl. So, yeah. Yeah, I do. I mean, I like soccer. I'm not a big fan of watching. I did watch a lot of the World Cup. I watched a lot of the World Cup games. I don't really watch any of the Euro games, though. I don't watch the MLS. If you're in America, I don't watch those MLS games. They're usually not on TV anyway. It's not soccer here, football, whatever you want to call it. It's not popular here. So, yeah. Yep. I mean, I didn't mind that Spain won. I mean, I did want Messi to win, though. It would have been nice if he would have went out with another cup win, but it is what it is. There's always a winner, there's always a loser. Someone's got to win, someone's got to lose. And the better team won that day. But the Spain team, it looked like looked like they dominated the entire game. And unfortunately, then the guy got the red card, and then he couldn't play no more, and whatever. Let's start this up. What do we got? We got a couple minutes left here. Couple minutes left. I bump this heat up here. So they're cooking up pretty nice right now. All right. Gotta put that heat up a little bit more. Yep. I got one of you watching, just one lone ranger. Oh, 3. Hey, welcome in. Thanks for the likes. I do appreciate it. Thank you. You're the only one. It says here on my thing I got 3. Oh, 2. I got 2. It goes back and forth all the time. I don't live stream all that often, so I think to build your live stream communities, you gotta do it often. And I just don't live stream enough. I just don't think about it because I'm so used to the old way of doing YouTube with making the long form. I do my long form content kind of first, and then I do my short videos next, which I don't do food shorts most of the time. I mostly do sports shorts, basketball mostly, NBA, and a little will be NFL season soon, so I'll be doing a lot of NFL shorts. But yeah. So that's usually, and then my long form content, I do food reviews. I go out to restaurants. I review restaurants. I do product reviews as well. I like to think my channel is kind of like the catch-all 22. It's not going to be, I didn't want to be stuck in one little niche, so to speak. I didn't want to have that one stuck niche. So I'm like, you know what? It's my channel. I'm going to do what I want to do. And if I get bored of something, then I'll just do this. So the sports shorts keep me kind of going. Sometimes when I go out and do the restaurant reviews, those keep me kind of pumped up. And then when I get kind of sick of those or it gets too expensive, then I'm like, oh, I just bought this. And then I'll do a review on that. I'm always, every week, 2 weeks going grocery shopping. Sometimes when I come across like this, I'm like, hey, I've never had this before. I buy it, just for a review. Yeah, I got 6,000 followers. I do also have a viral video. I had a viral hit back in May. Had over 2 million views on one of my short videos, which was kind of cool. It was like LeBron James does not travel or something like that it was called. Thank you. I do appreciate that. It was like LeBron James does not travel, and it was him like the moment he gathers the ball to like the moment he takes his steps, and it was like 1, 2, 3. I was counting it out. There's the gather step in the NBA, and people say it's a travel. Well, there's not, but according to NBA, it's not a travel, but whatever. All right, I think these are. I gotta dump that water out. So. This probably not going to be my longest live stream, but here we go. We got that in there. Get a little facial going here. Don't mind me. Sinks off to the side. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to be adding in all my spices and nices, so to speak. I had my scissors around here somewhere. Now I can't find my scissors. All right, let's see if I don't need them. All right, so yes, I do appreciate the subs. Yeah, 6,000 followers. So, I do have myself. I am kind of, I guess, classified as a social media influencer. But, yeah. The green smell of this is quite fascinating, to be honest. All right, I'm going to try to see if I can give you guys a little look before I dump it in. All right, let's see. There's the green bits in there. Block my face out, pick that up. And there's that. Very interesting aroma coming from what appears to be, looks like parsley and some chives. Dehydrated parsley and chives. Maybe it's just dehydrated chives. I don't know, but that's the vibe I'm getting from it. All right, next up, we got the soy sauce. The soy sauce boss. Let's see if I can get it open without. Nope, there we go. That's good. Whew, whew. That has got some thick smelling soy sauce coming out of that packet. Wonder if the smell relates to the taste. No. Light taste. That's not the saltiest I've had. That's actually a nice light taste. The smell, not so much, but the taste, all right. All right, let's get the fire sauce, the lava. Here we go. Remind myself not to touch my eye hole, or else I'll be really crying. All right, let's see what we got coming out of this. A nice dark red, brown color coming out of that. So, all right, try to get all the little drippity drip drops out of there. Come on, come on. Come on, I have to put this down. Ooh, I still feel the cakey stuff, even after mixing it around. Whew, that's going to be... All right, here we go. Not bad. All right. All right. It's not awful. I think I mostly got the oil. Whew. All right, let me mix this up with my fork. Now, sometimes I use chopsticks, but I'll show everybody this in a minute. But sometimes I use the chopsticks. Other times I just use the fork. It all depends on the mood I'm in. I need a good pair of chopsticks, though. I'll tell you that. Need to order myself something from Amazon, I guess. I'll be honest. All right, this looks pretty good. Now, the other brands I've had, the other brand I've had of this, I find that the noodle, the sauce packets are really, well, let's see, we got it. Oh, yeah. That is a great noodle pull. Unlike cup of noodles, if you ever have cup of noodles, you get baby pull out of that. This is a fantastic noodle pull. Hello. Oh, I'm saying hi again. Oh, man. Yeah. That's a good smell. I can smell the sweetness. Very savory. Again, Good noodle pull there. Look at that. Look at that. That's pretty good, gotta say. All right, let's take a bite. This is my lunch. Whew. All right, you're back. Well, welcome back. I just took my first bite. Now, I'm gonna put it in a clear dish so people can actually see what I'm eating, instead of being a savage and just eating it out of my cooking pot here. The first bite, you know what? For 4 times spicy, that's not really that bad. 4 times spicy. So I don't think the 4 times spicy is 4 times spicy. I've had 4 times spicy before, and it's been spicy. It does have some heat, but I'm not getting. I mean, I have a little bit of a tingle going on right here, and a little tingle going on there, but I'm not getting a tongue tingle. I'm not really getting a roof of my mouth tingle. And then when some brands you eat it, you get it hits you in the back of the throat. This one's ain't hitting me in the back of the throat, but I am getting a little bit of a tingle here, almost as if I took one of those chapsticks with the menthol in it, when you get the real chappity chap lips, right? And you throw that on there and you get that cool sensation. That's what I'm kind of getting from my lips right now. I've had, like I said, I've had this brand before, and I feel like you get there's like an oil, almost like an oil slick. And if you really look in, you see how glistening these noodles are? You get a real good glisten off of this noodle, right? And I feel like that kind of like masks the heat a little bit. Somebody was naughty and said bad words in my chat group. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it nice. But yeah, nice glistening noodle. You do get a decent soy sauce flavoring. It comes through. And I'm getting like a little bit of hint of sweetness to this, but not a whole lot. I am getting a little bit of a nose drool though. And my eye is starting to like mist up a little bit. I'm gonna take these off. My eye is starting to get a little misty, but I'm not feeling the heat like I normally do. Like if you had the Samyang Baldock brand before, it's like South Korean ramen noodles. That brand there, oh my goodness. That brand is super hot. Whew. Yeah, not bad. Very flavorful noodle. Again, for those just joining in, I got the Fly by Jin's chili noodle here today. Chili crisp noodle, artisan crafted, sun dried. 370 calories for the consumption of this entire thing. Whew. As always, remember, let's keep it clean. Let's keep our comments appropriate. I like to try to keep things friendly in here. We don't need bad words. No one needs to call anybody names in here. So drop the comment below of like, what's your particular ramen noodle brand that you like? Marachin, Samyang. I mean, there's so many different brands. And for those tuning in, my YouTube homepage, my playlist, Noodle Time, 90 plus noodle reviews, all different kinds. Not always ramen per se, but ramen like. I did those tteokbokki ones before. It's like that thicker, wider one. Not really classically a ramen, but still pretty tasty. Thank you all for the likes. Like I said, I'm not going to be, this isn't going to be the longest live stream, just until I'm done. Just wanted to show the noodles here today on a live stream versus my normal noodle reviews. That's good. That is good. I've been super impressed with the noodles that are coming out of Fly by Jin. Obviously not your classic ramen noodle, but been pretty impressed. Let me see what I got. I'm still here. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. All right. I'm back. Unlike this, the Moroccan lunch one here, you know, the chicken flavor. One, you don't get the same kind of pull like you do on the other brands out of these cup of noodles, because this is like 100% convenience, and you know it's so base that it's not even funny. But this here, that's what's up. It's a thicker, wider noodle. It's got the little bit of crimpage on the ends, kind of makes it nice. So, for anybody showing up, thank you for popping in. Fly by Jin Noodles. Just a little lunchtime live stream. See what we got. Oh, look at that. That's one thing I like about the Fly by Jin noodles. You get epic noodle pull like this. Love that. Love that. So good. Now, for anybody tuning in, I do have this marked in on the live stream. So if you are looking to purchase, you can buy this. And then any others as well. Oh, that's called AMSR. People love that. When you go, and they go like this. People love that stuff. Yeah, people love the noodle slurp smack when people chewing. I don't know what it is, but all those videos, they get millions of views. Some people comment on me and saying, do more of that. Oh, it's all good, Abby. It's all good. Oh, what flavor? Right here, we got the Chili Crisp Fly by Jin. Now, I normally don't buy this brand. A little pricey. You know, when you start pushing into that $4 plus range, I really start thinking about whether I'm going to buy this or not. But as a small content creator, food reviewer, sometimes I got to take the bullet. Hopefully I will make it back, maybe, but probably not. But if you're looking for more ramen noodle reviews, check out my YouTube homepage, Noodle Time. I have 90 plus ramen noodle reviews, plus a lot of other stuff too. So, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, it's a chili crisp flavor, so you're looking at 4 hot peppers, but you know what? It says 4. It's really not that hot. This one, I thought, okay, this is gonna be hot. Like if you ever had the Samyang Baldock brand, where it's from South Korea, they got the little cute little ducks on it. Those are spicy. They don't mess with your stomach. Understandable. Okay, yeah. So sometimes, I'll be honest. Outside of my reviews, I don't really eat that much ramen. You know, sodium and all that other stuff. But yeah, sometimes when I do want to have something, I feel like a noodle and dish, I'll put some egg in there. Sometimes I'll even like air fry up some like chicken or chicken nuggets or whatever. So yeah, sometimes I'll add a couple slices of American cheese. A lot of people like that, or some type of cheese in there, mix it around. But yeah, sometimes I do add things into this, but for this live stream, and then I'll cut this video up afterwards for review. For this purpose, I just wanted to try it as is. So, but yeah, this is like, you know, almost $5 for one of these. So to me, for ramen, I'm starting to tear up a little bit. I feel like it's not really that hot. Just a little tingle around my lips. Yeah, you know, in the basement, you know, still playing on my 1985 Nintendo. Still haven't gotten past Mario level 1. Yeah. Yep. And you know what? Man, I wish I could still live with my mom. Because you know what? I don't have to pay all them bills. That's expensive. Mortgage, insurance, car insurance, electric bill, trash, internet. So, I mean, life's expensive, man. When you're a kid and you live with your parents, you don't realize how good you got it until after you're gone. Unless you don't have, you know, your parents, you know, you had a harder childhood or something like that. But, yeah. That's true. I got a roof over my head. It's not only that. And actually, my first house that I actually purchased a long time ago, I actually bought it with an apartment attached to the house, and my mom lived in it for a hot minute. So, yeah. But yeah, people like to come on. They like to talk smack. They like to do whatever. You know what I say to that? It's like, you could be doing this too. It ain't hard. Yeah, it's hard to get sometimes started and get the 1,000 followers and the 100 million hours of view time and all that other stuff you got to get on here. But once you get all that done, it's just maintenance. Just maintenance. That's all it is. I find that people that make the most comments are the ones that have the smallest, like the small channel. Like they got like 3 subscribers. They got nobody following them, and they got like 700 videos of like the same Roblox video gameplay. One of the ones always making the comments. So, yep. That's it. I finished. That's not bad. But yeah. So, like I said, Flyby Jin. Got the chili crisp noodle. 370 calories for this thing. Trolls are always. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't like. I mean, I'm a pretty happy-go-lucky person here. I just do what I gotta do. Make my reviews. Come on, I don't do live streams very often, so my live stream numbers are always really bad because I don't do this enough. I make lots of reviews. I do thousands of short videos. Of course, they're sports related, but and I do some food shorts too. But yeah, I don't do enough live streaming, which I'm like, I just want to, I want to, but then at the same time, it's just like, it takes more effort and time out of what I gotta do to do a live stream. And then I'm like, always, then I feel bad, like, okay, should I end the live stream now? I'm like, okay, there's only 3 people watching, that kind of stuff. Oh, yeah, normally I give a rating of these. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, so normally I give a rating to the products that I review. This, I'm going to have to hit this one with a 7.5 out of 10. I feel like it could have been a little hotter for the pepper rating. For the 4 pepper rating, I feel like that was a little bit of a disappointment. Not as oily as the soy sauce one that I reviewed like a couple weeks ago. But yeah, 7.5. I think this is pretty solid. It had a good flavor, good smell. The noodles cook up great as long as you don't overcook them. Yeah, 7.5 out of 10 on this. I think is pretty good. If you add some extra little things in there, you could make yourself a real good meal out of it. I did. What was it? It was like a week or two ago. I had just the soy sauce one. No, don't worry me. That's not me crying. No. A week or two ago, I did just the soy sauce one, and that one was real good. Just the soy sauce was good. That one you could, if you had to like feed a family, okay, you get like, I would say, what's it, maybe like 4 packs of these, because it's not a whole lot in the pack. Especially if you've got to feed a family of like 4, so to say. And then if you diced up and cooked up some like fresh chicken, threw that in there with some fresh vegetables, maybe even some steamed broccoli, mix that in. You could have yourself a real good dish with this. Just this brand itself, because of the flavors and that mix well on that noodle, you could definitely have yourself a solid meal from this. Yeah, sometimes, like I said, sometimes I do add eggs and the other stuff into it. Yep. Well, it's so that's funny because it's not. I'm not really tearing. I am tearing up, but it's not hot. Like my I got a little lip tingle, but my inside of my mouth is fine. Back of my throat's fine. I do feel a little bit, but it's kind of hot in my house. It is summertime, so I don't know. But yeah. Yep. What do we got? 3 people watching, 5 likes. Again, if you're just tuning in, I just had my Flyby Jing chili crisp noodles. 7.5 out of 10 today on this. If you're gonna, I would recommend you could eat this just as it is, like I did today. But recommend throwing other things in there: an egg, some chicken, some whatever type of meat. Maybe some steamed broccoli. I think steamed broccoli, maybe some snow peas would be good. Throwing that in here. And you could have yourself a real good dish or lunch. Or if you're cooking for a family, I feel like this brand would definitely do it for you. Especially if it's dinner time. I don't think anybody would not like it. Unless you really can't handle any spice and anything nice. Then you just go with the soy sauce. Go with the all soy sauce. If you can't handle any spice. If you got a light mouth and can't handle any kind of heat, then go with the basic soy. And I think that will be absolutely delightful for anybody. There we go. Oh, yeah. Ooh. All right, well, I'm on here. I've been 40 minutes, so I think I'm going to call it. So thank you for everybody who tuned in today to watch me do a live review on the Flyby Jin's spicy noodle. Not as spicy. That's all right. 7.5 out of 10 here all day long. Fan of this brand now that I've reviewed the 3 that I was able to find. So I will definitely be buying this again. And if you're looking to purchase it, hit the little icon or the floaty thing or the link below or wherever that gets put. I don't know. All right, people. Thank you for tuning in. Take care.